From early permutations, this day can report that the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), is most likely to zone its presidential ticket to the south to match the All Progressive Congress (APC), which is expected to do the same in the 2023 presidential election. According to checks, governors and leaders who currently control the party have quietly resolved to have the next president emerge from the south in national interest to douse north-south tension ravaging the country, which they said will escalate if one party chooses its candidate from the north and the other from the south. The reasoning behind this decision, it was learned, is to promote national unity and cohesion in the face of the current crisis bedeviling the country. Multiple sources told This Day that the decision to settle for a candidate from the south was to match the APC, which had already agreed in principle to zone the presidency to the south after Buhari completes his tenure in 2023. Though some powerful brokers in APC are moving to jettison the understanding and crown current Yobe governor and current interim national chairman of the APC, Governor Mai Mala Buni, mainstream stalwarts of the party. As sticking to that understanding, which will see the party rotating its ticket and zoning it to the south. It is clear that APC is going to the south by the power arrangement and commitment made to rotate the presidential ticket during the formative stage of the party. So, PDP will follow suit, one of the governors told This Day. The PDP leaders noted that the last presidential election, which was between two northerners, brought about national stability. Even though the results were fiercely contested, there was no post-election violence regardless. They therefore reasoned that the current political climate, there will be a major crisis if there is a candidate from the north and another from the south from the two main parties. It can lead to instability and increase the current political tension, one of the PDP leaders also said. Consequently, the PDP leaders have dismissed campaign by some northern candidates who are trying to say that the presidency has been in the south for more than it was in the north. These leaders argue that, cumulatively, the north had been in power more than any other region, especially when both military and civilian regime are combined. So, you can clearly see that there is no argument that the south has ruled for 13 years of PDP's 16 years in power. If you go that route, others may as well point out the fact that the North has ruled for 43 years since independence, while the South has ruled for 18 years, a source contended. Right now, he continued, the emphasis is not on North and South, but what is in the best interest of Nigeria as a country and what step will ensure its survival. We need to have patriots who can rise to national calling, who will sacrifice their interest or regional interest to build national cohesion for the progress of the country at this time of crisis, another PDP leader said. According to PDP leaders who share this position, the decision to field a candidate from the south is not about partisan politics, but in the interest of the nation, adding that leaders from both parties should be poised to make the necessary sacrifice to ensure stability. Other sources within PDP told This Day that the emerging consensus was not about PDP but about the country, that even though a small powerful group appeared to oppose the arrangement within the ranks of the PDP, the party is expected to go ahead with the plan. Some of those believed to be opposed to this understanding, sources claim, include the former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and the former Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki. One of the PDP stalwart told This Day, "We love Atiku and Saraki, but we love Nigeria more. Nigeria cannot survive a north-south civil war. This is the time for peace." In the meantime, one of the APC presidential hopeful, the Minister for Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, has begun his presidential campaign consultation in earnest. He was in Taraba State last week, where he began campaign for his presidential bid by wooing non-APC states. Many see this move as strategic in testing the waters to see if he has national appeal. Our Nigerian politics, with all we are seeing, there is no way they will rule out personal interests. They all have personal interests with all that we've been seeing. But anyway, they are stating right now that since the APC have decided that they're going to zone the tickets to the south, PDP wants to match the same, because from what we've seen so far in the country, the kind of politics played, and the two major political parties, which is PDP and APC, the North has ruled the country since independence for over 40 years. You can imagine why the agitation so far. And the South has ruled for about 16 years. So right now, PDP, they are stating that that is the only thing that will bring peace, because we wouldn't want another Northern and again, another Buhari to come and rule the country. That is not all we are clamoring for right now. However, some of those PDP chieftains who are actually eyeing the 2023 seat, the ticket, in the likes of Atiku Abubakar, he has objected to this decision of PDP zoning the tickets to the south, because if PDP decides to zone it to the south, very well, he's off the game, he's fallen off. And if PDP is zoning it to the south, we know where it's tilting towards. We know the major candidate that is in the south that Nigerians still have respect for and can support. But I don't know how this will play out, if it will eventually follow what they've said, because our politicians, we can't really trust them. Sometimes they say one thing and the next they do another. So far, what PDP have agreed on is that they will zone to the south. They will zone to the south. But the electorate, we know all of these politicians, and we really know who we want to throw our weight behind. If they've decided that it's going to be a free, fair, and credible election, if INEC is going to remain independent, I don't think this, whether south or not south, let the electorate decide. Let us decide who wants to lead the country, who would steer the country forward, because Buhari and APC, they didn't do well at all. And Nigerians would not want to take another ride with such a set of leaders. We don't want a repeat. Buhari's 8 years, nothing to write home about. So we'll see. 2023 is not long to go. It's going to be fierce. That's one thing we know. PDP, they are going to be battling it out with the All Progressive Congress. We don't know if PDP is going to return back to power. But for APC, we know APC, Nigerians have lost confidence in APC. Even some persons are saying that come 2023, the party might not even exist, because they are fighting themselves. They don't trust one another. There's no unity there. Most probably everybody will go their way, but we'll see how it all plays out. Anyway, guys, let's hear your own take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now, and God bless.